Hi all, this is lecture video series number 2. In this lecture video series number 2, we'll be having the term called in the previous slide, previous video we'll be seeing the term. That term is nothing but we'll be seeing about what is meant by virtual reality, a recap session, and that sort of things. Where we are going to start here is nothing but we are going to start a COVID story. That is in the COVID situation where we cannot able, the students are not able to go to the colleges, schools. Instead, what happened is that students have been working in online classes. So in the online classes were not be interactive. So what we came to process them will be having a augmented reality classes where students wear a Google Glass sort of thing, Google Glass sort of things where interaction can be made. This interaction can be impact into the term called virtual reality, where virtual reality consisting of having head mounted device wearing in it, so they can able to see the virtual world instead of the real world entity. So this is the COVID-19 story. So, okay. Next, we will be seeing the term in the form of a design thinking approach, where for creation of the augmented reality sort of thing, we'll be having the empathy map. The first empathy map says about the things and feels. For okay, then we'll be saying what is AR user. That is augmented reality user consisting of they may be innovator, they may be explorer, or they may be professional. The goal is setting that reception is it should be reception such that interaction should be merged with the real world environment. So first thing what we take in consideration is that even things and feels. That is they excited by the possibilities, curiosity, values. So what are looking day to day life, what are hopes they have, that is should be satisfied with what they think and what they feel in the augmented reality. Next, what they sees. For example, by hearing sense, they can be excited by having numerous number of voice sort of thing. So they have hope that is it is a real world entity, it is a real world entity. It seems like a real world entity, but it's a virtual entity. It looks like a real world entity. So what and all sound can be seen in the form of this sees. Next, we'll be saying about the says and that is touch based on the what and all comfortable, what on optimistic algorithm, what is that is based on options we are going to give. We have says, we have touch option and whereas settings option. Next we are going to see this main utility, that is how they are going to explain, that is in the form of seeing. That's nothing but that is important objection, but it must be mingled with the term called the real world entity. That is, a virtual world should be mingled with the form of real world entity. Next, will be saying is us. So what we are going to have is nothing but you are going to have numerous number of content based on a selection. This content should be worked. So this is empathy for augmented reality. Next, we are going to define the goal, the frame of the main objective of define is said to be as we are going to define what we are going to do it. That is, frame of the problem is based on a empathy and insight. So what we are going to adapt is nothing but we are going to adapt a term called augmented reality and virtual reality. That is, it defines the changes which will be based on a device comfort or spatial environment. So it assumes extended reality to solve everything. So what are the methods we are going to define is nothing but it says about what are the scenario we are going to use, what are the use cases we are going to use, and what are the methods we are. Next, the best example of define is nothing. We are going to define the need of intuitive AR, which overall to retail to reduce purchase hesitation. So instead of going to the market to the buying the sort of thing, what we are going to do is that we are going to have a virtual reality sort of thing. So whenever they go to the market, just they scan or just they show the mobile camera. It says whether item is good or bad, or a numerous number of predictions and suggestions will be given by the virtual sort of thing. Next, we are going to see in a term called ideate. So we are going to have creative ideas and creative solutions. So what we are going to have, what we are going to ideate is nothing but we are going to have to call brainstorming sessions. Based on this brainstorming session, we are going to teach everyone. So what we are going to do, it involves team basis to avoid biases. What methods can be used to form ideate is nothing but you are going to have sketching, a storyboard, wireframing, blue sky thinking for a immersive features will be having. That is the main objective of the idea is nothing but you're going to generate the creative ideas and solutions, and this adaptation is considered done by using the brainstorming by using limits. So what is diverse teams to avoid bias? Next, we are going to have a sketching term. This methods for methods we will be using the sketching, a storyboarding, wireframing, blue sketching for immersive features. So in this we will be having an example called we are going to ideate AR or other for social media or VR simulation manufacture. For example.